invisible. Yeah, it's very, very tiny. Like blends in.
Just one
disappears.
Half of an earbud.
Disappears
Old
into
earbud.
like disappears into the bit of your beard and your shirt.
Yeah, I use one earbud. That way I can still hear myself and I can hear everybody else.
Yeah, we just
All right, now we're live. Finally,
Hey.
we are successfully live.
Time for bed, everybody.
Can I see it?
Who's leaving? Who's leaving?
That way I can still
Who
hear
left?
myself and I can hear everybody else.
All right, now we're live. Finally, we are successfully live.
Time for bed, everybody.
You're live, and we hate all of you who have watched this or will watch this.
Who's leaving? Oh, we're live now? Penis.
Who left?
Nick,
You're all scum.
you look.
We hate all of you for various reasons.
You're all pieces of shit. You're all deplorables. You're live, and we hate all of you who have watched this or will watch this. You're all
Oh, we're
Chris
live now?
Peters.
Penis.
All right, so let's do that. Let's see if that works.
That's like cause for us to gang up
They're all
and beat
pieces of
it.
shit.
Crying out loud. Ah. Anyway,
I didn't say you guys were all
ready to
Chris
give up
Peters. I
here.
said people who are watching this shit.
Oh, the audience is that's.
They're all homicidal,
That's like cause for us to
depressed
homicidal?
narcissists who murder women.
Lee, just because this isn't your channel doesn't mean you have to be a dick.
What?
Doesn't have to be. He can be a dick.
You can.
I can be a dick, though.
Fully capable of
Come
being a
on.
dick.
Fuck Chris Peters. He deserves to be.
Well,
fucking
okay.
shat
Well,
on.
okay. I'm gonna agree with that part. But he doesn't watch this shit either, so.
Of course not. He's in his own little bubble. He's in his little safe space.
His own little review
He's a
stealing,
pussy.
Slipknot listening,
He's busy building torture chambers in Denmark.
masturbation having, Denmark torture chamber shitting.
I haven't read that article yet. I just read the headline. I was like, oh,
I just looked at the picture.
So Chris Peters.
That's Chris. Chris
That's like-
Peters.
it's like Dexter level shit.
Chris Eaters.
Crispy Creaters.
He'll start a new. He'll start a new porn channel.
What's up
Chris
with the,
Peters
uh,
will be,
Live stream fucked or something?
Yeah, I'm on. I got my phone and my tablet open, and they had audio, but the video is not doing a damn thing. Nick's like looking up, looks all forlorn, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm looking down at Nick
Here we
right
go.
now. Lee's also looking down at Nick right now.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can do this.
Disapproval.
Looks pretty funny.
How's that look?
I'm trying to remember what that meat is called. It's like pink meat. It has.
Oh,
you know
something
that
just
crisp-
changed.
Crisp scale, oil, reflection, color. It has that.
There you go. But you got to stop moving your mouse. Or there you go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to. Okay, so let me know if that looks. This looks better.
Alpaca.
Alpaca lunch.
That is still frozen. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now you're
Hold
moving.
on a sec. I can't see what's going on.
Obviously, I'm not seeing it live, obviously, but yeah, there's a delay.
Hello,
Yeah, there's probably going to be a slight lag with the sound. That's pretty much the best I can fucking get right now.
Yep.
So what? The audio is not going to
tabs.
match up in
More
your
tabs.
holes.
More tabs.
There's like this extra infinity shot thing happening. It's getting worse and worse.
I have no idea what it's doing right now. What the hell?
Start by opening up more tabs.
Oh,
Hey, look, there's my tasting notes.
we did
Oh,
it
you know
again.
what? Okay, hang on a sec. Where is it?
We're going back to
You guys are seeing
No.
this, right? This is fucking
like-
insanity.
This
Ah,
is a
there we
tiny
go. MS Edge. And if I
Oh.
maximize Edge again, does that work?
Oh, look. There's your desktop.
Are we-
What's that notepad document?
Feature yet? Oh no, we're back into the.
Are you back into my notepad for some reason?
Yeah, there's your notepad.
I'm
There's
seeing your desktop right now.
Yeah, I can't just move the
There's this-
application to a
there's this
different.
per-
This is fucking stupid.
Wait, are
Fucking-
you saving that document? Are you saving those pretentious notes that you read?
No, I'm just.
That was funny.
Was that beer analysis stuff in the notepad?
Yeah.
Have we done this before?
I don't think this has ever been.
All right, let's try that.
Got
There.
5 people in the audience watching this
Oh
insanity
my
right now.
God,
we having a
I
great
can see
time.
the
So
I can see the
stupid.
video now, but
Of course,
it's
it's a
it's-
free
it's
training.
no water.
Watch it.
paused.
You're like
Everybody's-
you're not filling the screen either with the video right now on mine.
And we actually have IT specialists in the panel right now.
Yeah, things break.
It's specialist.
Oh, that was really well played, Ashley. That was great.
I'm too busy eating a sandwich. All
Well, the IT specialists are generally
You gotta
using
Google
probably
it.
a paid version of Zoom or something. So
Google what's wrong.
actually, is there a free version of Zoom? Can we use Zoom for this shit with OBS? Is that a
Isn't Zoom
possibility? Nick, do you know?
One second. Wait a
Like-
minute. That work? There we go. I'm gonna resize the Streamyard now. I think it's got something to do with Streamlabs or some shit.
That was
Yeah, the video is still paused, by the way.
Looking for game to capture. Oh my god.
Freeze again? No, there it is.
No, but you've made it too big now.
That's what
getting there.
she said.
Oh, well, that's a good
And
thing.
now it's not centered.
wow.
gargling mermaids.
Gargling mermaids, gargling jism.
Oh, that's when you know Gee's on the hard stuff.
On the coffee.
Are you doing this in OBS
Hard
right now, Nick?
coffee.
He's on the
That's
cocaine.
the StreamYard OBS, yeah.
4.8.
Okay, if you hold Shift while you resize, it'll do it differently, kind of. Shift and Control also both have different functions when resizing stuff. That looks all right there. Stop. Don't do anything else. Stop. You're good.
Being very festive.
See those titties.
So in other
I
words,
think
Let me see this.
only two of my screen. Yeah, fuck's sakes, this sucks. All right, I think that's pretty well settled, even though if there is a bit of a delay.
no, you got it. And you've even got the second U out of there somehow. How'd you manage that?
I'm playing back the original. See, I created the meeting in Microsoft Edge, only to find out the plugins busted again. And I'm streaming it from Microsoft Edge, and then I joined into the chat as a different account using Google Chrome.
I see.
And my microphone and webcam are muted on Google Chrome, or are muted on Edge, and my Google Chrome is muted on my computer.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Paul.
You must have known that
Yeah,
you can
Paul's
mute.
in the chat.
mute,
Says it's a frightful 8.
yeah, I can't even check the chat. Otherwise, the screen fucking freezes again.
Paul needs a freaking haircut just so he's not a serial killer anymore. Fuck.
Oh, you're just doing
Or
present
you-
screen on
I don't
the
think no, he's not hiding it right now. It's like out and about.
It's the
Cut his hair. He's still going to be
frightful
Paul.
Yeah, no, but he looks scary even by Paul's standards.
follow
Bird.
standards.
I mean, he's noticeably gotten more scary in that last review. Like just the
Oh,
beard
geez.
and the hair and the mean demeanor that he has now. He kind of looks like a Rob Zombie killer of some sort, like you'd see in one of those movies.
He looks like Rob Zombie, but more extreme kind of thing.
More like Charles.
Who's
I
that?
don't know if Rob Zombie's got a pretty intense look to him. I don't know if I'd.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I'll give himself some kind of a
that was part of the
middle
joke.
of the eyes fucking random scar tattoo thing. Then upside down cross.
What was the comment that I made? Is that he looks like a face that could about to murder you with a shovel.
Yes. With a shovel, I remember that.
Paul says he'd kill more without. the hair.
Love you, Paul.
Is
Hey,
that
it should
Paul
be
with the Brunos?
it should be the nonsensical 9. Yeah, you're not wrong. Especially where you can
If you
probably-
join, Paul,
you could join us,
in, man.
Paul. Well, somebody needs to share the link.
I'm
If
on
you're able
there.
to.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
It's not Montreal smoked meat, Guy. It's not Montreal smoked meat on rye. It doesn't count.
Where is Mr. Paul?
Fucking-
Right. Right.
Not a huge fan of rye bread, but every now and then it's pretty nice.
A nice light or medium
Rye.
rye.
Share the link, Paul.
Not the dark rye. I think it's a little too aggressive. But like the medium rye.
Of course, you'd have a problem with the dark rye, Ashley. Sig Hail, motherfucker.
Oh God.
Hey, hashtag I'm with sex, but I don't like
Paul
the
says
dark-
Rob Zombie is an artist vegan pussy.
He is.
Sure.
No, but
I still enjoy his music.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Not as much as his older stuff, but his new stuff's not terrible. Like that, the newest album he made there, that fucking something something and the something something. I can't remember the name. It's got a long line to it, but it was a fucking catchy tune, man. It was good.
What's that? Their
IPA.
Lords of Sugartown or some fucking thing. I had that. I can't remember.
Is this gonna look like a freaking best hitter or something? Greg?
Cockbite.
Paul, we're using
no.
Google Meet stream through OBS. It's an interesting thing
Very
Nick's doing
light.
over here.
Obs.
Hey, yeah. I'm Rob Zombie. Hey, yeah.
We live.
Build my cock latency.
Gonna put my wife's naked ass on film. Hey, yeah.
Full my cock latency.
I haven't seen her lately, but I had no problem with his wife's naked ass being on film.
Of course you say
Full
that.
my cock
attractive lady.
latency. Cock latency.
Wasn't she on like
Cock
the
latency?
album cover of their
Cock
super
latency,
sexy
that's what he
friggin'
said.
song?
I mean, isn't her name Sherry?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Carl dropped the jam. But who's he married to?
Cock up
Her
the
name's
jam.
Sherry
Moon Zombie.
Moon. Yeah.
Yes, that's why we see her ass.
She's like 50 and still looks hot.
I'll be honest. The Astro Creep album, the White Zombie album, I like that front to back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We're back in there.
I think his genre or like that genre has sort of aged. It hasn't aged well for like modern take, but to go back to like 1995 or whatever and listen to it again.
Actually, I very randomly discovered a new band today. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, called Eskimo Callboy.
We spent a little time.
They're I was watching this YouTube channel I found. It's Two Rockin' Grannies. It's these two old ladies rocking out and like doing reaction videos to a bunch of fucking like metal videos and stuff.
Are you serious? That's hilarious.
It's really entertaining. And just watching this one thing, the song is called Hypa, like just YouTube and HYPA, Hypa. And I'm sure they'll probably all Hypa. And it's like this. The guys all look like they're from like the 80s or something, and it's like this melodic kind of shit with like this incredible thrash stuff thrown in as well. It's really catchy. I like it. Got a really good kind of heavy, insane beat to it. They go from like singing all nice to going like super heavy screamo. It's fun.
I think I know it. Yeah, they had like those mullets, kind of thick mullets.
Yeah, they look ridiculous, but they're actually.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
Like,
are we going live or are we doing?
We're alive. We've been live for a while.
We are live. I don't get your notifications yet.
Paul. Rob Zombie is an artist, vegan pussy. What are you streaming through? White Zombie is acceptable.
White Zombie.
And then he says, discovered a new band called Metallica. I bet they will be a total sellout later.
Probably. Sound like sellouts to me.
So I love Metallica.
They were good in the first 7 years.
I love Metallica.
To each their own, man. Like I've never been a huge fan, but if you like them, I don't fucking care.
I haven't had any real respect for Metallica since that whole Napster thing, so that's been a long time.
That was a while ago.
Oh yeah.
So
Like most bands, they're only respectable when they're raging alcoholics.
it's a funny thing, but it's the truth. So like all of their new stuff, like I can pick like maybe one song out of their last like 5 albums that are good. But man, all of their old
In
shit.
total?
The last song that I remember, like last new song from them that I actually really liked was I don't even know what album it was off of. King Nothing.
That's off their. I think that's off their Death Magnetic album, or their.
Actually, I have an extra random KMFDM remix of that song. It's fucking great.
But anything from their Kill 'Em album, right up to Ride the Lightning, awesome. And Justice for All is acceptable.
Yep.
Metallica Black is where they made all their money.
Their money, yeah. That's when they sold their soul for rock and roll.
But
Actually,
like, I've been listening to like every Monday they've been doing a fundraiser. It's like their Metallica Monday, whatever, fuck. And they just release a new live concert that they haven't released before. And I've been watching like all of them for like the last 3 months. It's been my Monday night, and it's been really funny to see that like each one of their concerts, like out of the newer ones within the last like 15, 20 years, they play like out of an 18 song set list, and like maybe 3 or 4 songs from their newer albums, and everything else is just all their old stuff.
That's like every band that has been around too long is like, yeah, we'll play a couple songs from our new albums, but that's not why the fans showed up.
Yeah, and then here come the hits that you want to hear.
Yeah, but they still sound good. I mean, for playing songs that they were like fucking killing it. Like
I remember when Craig Ferguson finished his show, for the last week of his show, Metallica did like a residency on his show, and like every night was like, and now here's Metallica. Yeah, and they were good, and like that. I mean, this is not that long ago. So,
like, from the technical standpoint, like they're like individuals probably not the best in their craft or anything like that, but I think they just got it in back in the day.
Yeah,
they got the genre. They knew how to connect with their fans, and they put out some pretty awesome shit. And then they made tons of money on the Black Album. That was just like
actually random Master Puppets. Older, they're still around, but they've been around for a while. Industrial band called Die Krups has an entire album that's nothing but Metallica covers. It's actually good.
See, actually, I like everything up to and including the Black Album.
Yeah, I mean,
but then after that, it's just like it's a totally different band. After that,
it's a shit show. After that,
it's the song "Enter Sandman." It's like, oh, I know the most hardcore metal song ever, "Enter Sandman." Like, okay,
yeah, not so much.
That's how they sold their soul. Everybody who thinks they know metal is like, yeah, "Enter Sandman's the coolest song ever." Like, come on,
wasn't the album Load the one where they kind of became like people didn't like them anymore? They their sin.
They got piercings and started wearing like eyeliner and shit, and it's like, this is just branching out. It's like, yeah, no one needed that.
Yeah.
Boy George.
Yeah. Yeah. The old Boy George. Oh yeah, they could have easily done without the last decade and a half.
Yeah. They were cool when they were raging drunks who were going to spiral and die in their 40s, and that didn't happen. And then now this is what you get.
Yep. I'd probably still pay to see them live if they were
live. They're still pretty good. I saw them 6-7 years ago.
Yeah,
it was still pretty good. But of course, like me and Chris, my colleague from VRL, we were there, and it's like we only want to hear the old song. It's like, yeah, and of course, all the kids in front of us, as soon as Enter Sandman, they stand up like, dude, did you just hear the song before that?
No,
right? So this is not hardcore at all.
I mean, it's
still a good song. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but it's their free bird or whatever. It's like, fucking everyone goes to see whatever like last remaining second cousin to a surviving member of the fucking band, and then it's like, yeah, we're gonna play Freebird. Yeah, that's what we're here for. And then, oh yeah, we got a bunch of other songs. No one cares. No one cares.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit.
It was like I think I told this before. Well, the first concert I ever went to was '98 Edgefest in like Barrie or something like that, and the Tea Party and Our Lady of Peace were like co-headlining. The Tea Party came on first. That's what
they were like, really.
And the Tea Party, that was when Transmission just came out, and it was fucking. They did Sister Awake, and then like came back and did like this. They did Save Me, and finished with like whole Save You, and the lights went down and stuff. 5 minutes later, came out and did an encore, and like Sister Awake, and Jeff Martin did like this 5-minute fucking bongo solo and shit. It was amazing. And then they ended, and the crowd was going insane. And then Our Lady of Peace comes out, and I moved back. Like when Tea Party was on, I was like right up in the fucking mosh pit and just dying basically. And I was like, I've had enough of that. So the Our Lady of Peace is coming on, so I moved way back. I could see a lot of the crowd, and they started with Superman's Dead, and that was like the most overplayed song on the radio at that time, and like on Much Music and everything, like all the time. And you could just see the crowd just kind of like slowly thin out. You could just watch it happen. It was
I had an ex that was a huge fan of Our Lady Peace, and she absolutely hated all the music that I listened to. So I have no real sympathy for Our Lady, Please.
Their first album, I was a big fan of.
I'm not saying their music's terrible. I'm just saying I don't really like.
Their lead singer discovered like that people kind of liked his like his weird like Superman said that now that weird fucking noises he can make. And with the second album, he just like way overdid it with that stuff. I think.
Are they dead?
Are they dead? I don't think so.
Yeah,
dead to me.
I know that the lead singer had like gone off on a solo thing, and he married that Chantal
Kreviazuk.
I can't. Yeah,
really?
she is very pretty, but aside from that, I don't.
What did she do?
Oh yeah, I remember that asshole solo career. Yeah. Or no, I'm thinking of someone that
chick before.
No, it's a dude from.
Oh, she did that like "I'm Leaving on a Jet Plane" song and some weird song called "Wayne," I think, or something like that.
Yeah, she was popular for like a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chantal,
really pretty.
I'm looking her up. I try to remember what she did.
The guy's name like Rain Maida or something like that.
No, I was thinking of a different guy. I was thinking of the lead singer of "I Mother Earth," I think.
No,
that's Edwin.
Yeah, Edwin. He had a solo.
They actually played. They played at that Edgefest concert, and it was the last live concert with Edwin as the lead singer. After that, it was like he left and
my wife apparently was in a Chantal Kreviazuk music video.
So
really?
Surrounded?
Yeah.
What?
Which one?
I don't know. She's trying to find it now.
I'm gonna find it. Hang on.
That's random as hell. I like that.
It was in the All I Can Do video.
All I Can Do video.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
It wasn't 10 years ago. You knew me 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at Chantal Kreviazuk and it was posted 10 years ago.
Okay, posted 10 years ago. This was before you and I met.
Yeah.
You weren't horny when you met? What?
Like Chantal, she was around like when Much Music and stuff was still.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
You can see me at 1 minute and 3 seconds. I was
What's the video?
All right, hold on. I'll post the link in a second, in a moment.
I spent I got $50 for a 13-hour day with her.
Oh, okay, I see you. Okay.
That sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, it was hot though.
Did you have to perform cunnilingus on her?
No.
You should have.
Oh.
I would willingly do that.
I remember asking to take pictures. Well, I remember trying to take pictures of her, and they were like, somebody came up to me and they're like, "I'm sorry, you have to ask." I'm like, okay, can I take a picture, please?
And I said yes.
Yeah.
So you're already getting $50 for the day. That's enough. You can't have any pictures.
Yeah. It took me like 3 months to get the $50.
Is that you?
That's me.
Wow.
Like, there's my wife. Right.
The one walking?
Right.
Oh, the one
way back there.
like serving a bouquet of flowers?
That's you?
That's me.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
Neat.
Yeah.
I need a beer.
Your claim to fame.
There you go. You got your $50.
Actually, your claim to fame is tolerating a fucking train wreck of a husband.
A racist, misogynistic asshole.
Jesus, she's
I'm sorry, Greg.
Christ.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't know. I'm surprised I didn't know you then.
Do you have that on your resume, Agnes?
I do not.
You should.
This is way before you knew me. You look underage in this.
No.
Wow.
This is
Like I said, even if that video, the video is probably posted 10 years ago because that's when like someone posted on YouTube.
Yeah.
But like the video and song and album and shit probably came out way before YouTube was even a thing.
That's
like,
more
do you remember
20
roughly
years
when
ago,
that
right?
was, Agnes? When you were in that, probably like, how old were you roughly?
I can't remember when that would have been, but it's whenever that song was released is when the video was. You are spelling Chantal Kreviazuk completely.
Doesn't matter. Google will fix it for me.
It's got to be 15 to 20 years ago, right?
Paul in the comments, he picked up on. I heard it too. I didn't say anything. Lee initially said claim to flame.
Yeah, I did.
That's 14 years ago.
So that's
Holy
14
shit,
years
there's a lot of
ago.
comments here.
Claim the Flame is my new gay reality show.
Wow, there you go.
Claim the Flame, girlfriend. I love how Greg is frozen. Or Craig is frozen, and Guy just looks like he doesn't care about any of us and just wants to die.
Guy's not frozen. He moved.
No, I know he's not. I know he's not frozen. I'm saying he just doesn't care and he wants us to die.
This is possibly the best that Craig has ever been frozen, though. Like, come on, look at him right now.
If you guys are so inclined, you can look up "Beautiful Life" on Spotify, which is my wife's single that apparently was a hit in Singapore.
Am I frozen? Am I still
It's not
frozen?
your wife's single. It's Chantel crappy accent.
No, this is my wife's song. This is
Am I still frozen?
It wasn't "Beautiful Life" like the only decent, well, not even decent, but the only like song that was a hit off Ace of Base's second album back in the day?
Well, that's a different.
It's a beautiful life.
It's a beautiful life.
I didn't exactly collect any fucking Ace of Base.
Yeah, apparently, if you type in "Beautiful Life" Agnes into Spotify, no, this is an album that her music school released, and it apparently got a release in Singapore and was quite popular.
Wow.
Singapore?
I won't deny it. I had Ace of Base's first album on cassette tape.
I did not.
Well, yeah, I was a young child. My parents had, and we listened to it all the fucking time we were in a car.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I had on cassette. I'll tell you what I had on cassette.
Nicholas Lowe. Oh.
I'll tell you what I had on cassette. I had Rockstead's Joyride.
I had Salt and Pepper. What a man! So beat that.
I had a shit ton. Like I joined the Columbia House fucking shit before CDs were even a thing.
I remember that shit, man.
With cassette tapes.
I used to
You went for that scam. That's great.
You got a shit ton.
It wasn't a scam though. It was like literally. You got 10 CDs for a fucking penny.
Yeah,
and over the next 3 years, you had to buy like 2 of them at full price, and then you were done. That's all there was to it. And then after you did the fucking buy 2 at full price and quit, they'd fucking be like, "We want you back," and they'd give you an even better deal. It'd be like, "Here's like 15 CDs for a penny," and then again over 3 years, buy 2 at full price.
Penny?
And yeah, it was a penny plus like $5 shipping or something. It was literally it was nothing, man.
Paul's saying, "Don't go chasing waterfalls." Paul did a little bit of TLC with us here.
TLC is
just
like
a little bit of TLC.
The Doubleday Book Club that used to exist was the exact same concept, and I joined in with that several times as well. That's why I've read a lot of my books.
Is TLC the one with
Can you hear me?
Beyonce?
Hey, man.
No.
Was it Rihanna or who was who?
Oh yeah.
Who's in TLC?
Craig, I think Craig's trying to say something over there. Was that Craig?
Craig?
Yeah. No, I just said, can you hear me?
Yeah. Craig's saying it's 3 a.m. and he's feeling lonely. Oh wait, we're going back to Our Lady Peace. Is that Our Lady Peace? No, it's Matchbox 20.
No, I'm all right. I'm not alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good knowing that the most embarrassing fucking album I ever owned in my collection was like Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
Oh.
I'm sure I still have all my CDs from for. I've got fucking Bryan Adams' fucking greatest hit in there somewhere.
I'm trying to think what mine would be.
I'm not embarrassed by it.
Why?
I haven't listened to it in fucking years.
I had
back when I was younger.
I had No Doubt's Tragic Kingdom, but I wouldn't be too embarrassed.
Everybody, just like the first Alanis Morissette album, Jagged Little Pill. When I was a kid, like that was one of those albums. Like everybody had that album.
Yeah, everybody had that album. Okay.
No Doubt album.
So this is my worst album, and this came via one of those stupid subscription services there, Redbeard. The Cocktail, the movie soundtrack.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got one for you. This was also through Columbia House.
I was like in grade 4 when that movie came out.
Did you guys ever see the Get Carter remake with Sylvester Stallone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater with my brother.
Wasn't it huge? Like the movie was okay. I never actually saw the original. I guess that was about Michael Caine that was in that. But I
cocaine.
love the soundtrack and even the score so much for that movie that I bought the soundtrack, and then I randomly the Columbia House had the actual score as well, so I have both the soundtrack and the score for that movie on CD.
Did you buy that? Was it the size of a tangerine?
He's still alive, right?
Oh yeah,
Michael Caine, yeah.
getting up there, but he's still around.
He's getting
I
up
think
there.
he's still doing movies and stuff. I believe not like
Yes,
a lot,
Master
but he's
Wayne.
still acting.
Master
Oh, there you
Wayne,
go.
you got kicked in the nuts. One of them
All
is
with
the
the
size
Jewel
of a
Pieces of You. I never had
tangerine.
that album. I thought Jewel is really sexy aside from her weird tooth.
I was gonna say, except for Snaggletooth.
But
God.
again, like that's something like that's the only thing that like I could get past it. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, whatever. Like
She's
not
like, hey,
gonna-
yo, I'm Jewel. I'm from Alaska, and I used to live in a van, and now I have this cool album. And a sex too.
Oh, it's just like that scene.
Yeah,
from,
hey, Jewel, let's go to your shaggin' wagon. What's going on?
Oh man, Jewel was kind of nice to look at back in the 90s. It's just like that scene from Corner Gas where it's like, I can't listen to Jen Arden while running.
Really?
Well, and then it cuts to a scene where Jen Arden's talking. Well, anyway, that's totally off topic. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm drunk.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing right now.
It'd be funny if you watched Corner Gas, I guess.
No, I don't think anything on Corner Gas would be funny if I watched it. Honestly,
I have never seen
The only bit that's funny, it's like I'm behind the surveillance bush. It's not the only bush in the fucking field.
hey guys, look how Canadian we are.
I watched maybe an episode or two of it when like I was somewhere it was on, and it was okay,
How
but it was
rural and stupid
nothing
we
that I
are.
wanted to really
Oh, you're talking
like, get
about
into.
what's that show there?
Like,
Well,
Trailer
the
Park-
brunette and the blonde were really easy to masturbate to. I had no issues.
Trailer Park Boys is a way better example of a Canadian show. And even
Oh,
Leonard,
yeah.
you guys watch Letterkenny?
Okay, yeah, I liked Trailer Park
Letterkenny's
Boys.
fucking great.
I don't know.
Does that get it the fuck in you?
You don't talk like that in the country.
What? Letterkenny
Did you say
guys?
something? Yeah,
Some of them do.
really?
Some of them totally do, man. Yeah.
I used to live in the country. I didn't talk like that.
Different areas of different countries.
Newfoundland. You sound from Newfoundland.
You sound like a noof pie.
A new
I
fight.
wouldn't say they sound like the Newfoundlanders.
I've been there. Yes.
Okay, Paul's saying, don't go chasing waterfalls. Destiny's Child. I think you're thinking of Jewel, Pieces of You. You were only supposed to blow the bloody door off. I don't know that. And the weird tooth is the hottest thing about it. What the fuck?
How do you jam off a door?
What?
Well,
What?
or never mind.
Okay.
All that she wants is another
I'm
baby.
having some haze, Mama.
Like
Tasty.
La chance, all that she wants is another baby. By Nick
It's a hazy IPA.
Was that Ashley? Nice pour.
Get it to fuck in you.
As the
Oh, yeah,
buys
just
the
so they can, that's
sailor, as the buys the catch the fish and bring them
Black
home.
IPA they
to
brought to the beer festival last year was really good.
Like the bison's butt.
Every time I walked
Oh,
by, every time I
bison's
walked
butt.
by their tent, Dave was like, "You empty glass," and like
The-
kept forcing more beer on me, bastard.
Dark
Oh,
side.
man.
Empty ass. You
It's
there.
we can't go to beer fest this year.
Yeah. That does suck. Oh, well.
I
Next year.
blame everybody from Niagara Falls.
Well,
I might have a random beer bar tending thing happening,
Oh, do you?
possibly, hopefully,
How and where?
at a chip stand thing with their like
Oh, okay.
license.
So it's outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to wear underwear on your face.
You have to wear
I'm
underwear.
not gonna wear underwear on my face.
Wear
I'll
the
wear
dick
one of
hole
my
on your
mom's
face so you can
super
open it up
comfy.
and drink a beer.
I wore one of my mom's. Actually, I don't think I ever shared
You
that.
should make masks that have like a almost like the dick hole in your underwear where you could open it up and drink a beer and then close it up again, but it still had the protective mask thing. Maybe I'm not.
And you,
thinking-
and you know what? You know what? When I think of you wearing a mask, the first thing that comes to my mind is dick hole too. So I mean, it's perfect. So
I
perfect.
just shared. I
Oh,
just shared
Lee!
mask my mom made.
I should know better than to open my mouth when you're around for multiple reasons.
Especially through the dick hole.
Did you see the one where it was like a woman in Idaho or something? She had like those surgical masks, whatever, but she like cut a rectangle where her mouth is, so you can see her mouth talking anyway. She's like, and the guy's like, "Oh, so you're wearing a mask?" She's like, "Yeah, but I cut this, I can breathe better." Like, what's the point?
Oh, those fucking assholes out there who like complain. Oh, when I'm wearing a mask, I get the CO2 building up and I can't breathe. You know why that is? Because you're a fucking fat ass. Lose some fucking weight and you wouldn't have this problem, you fucking fat hillbilly piece of shit.
Yeah, 99% of the people. 99% of the people that are complaining about not being able to wear a mask are just babies. Like, suck it up. You're wearing it for like fucking 20 minutes in the fucking store while you're doing your grocery shopping. You get outside, you take it off, you're fine. Like, surgeons,
fucking doctors wear those masks all fucking day.
Yeah.
Like doctors wear those fucking masks.
Surgeons rate fucking masks up for like 12 hours at a time and shit. Like, and you can't handle it for fucking like a minute. Oh, you poor baby.
How about a fucking fireman wearing their fucking masks all goddamn day when they're putting out fires? They don't complain.
There's a bunch of professions that I saw a picture actually. It was like a meme thing. It was like these guys, and there's like a few different professions where it's like, yeah, look at them wearing masks and they're wearing them all day long.
There's a temporary CO2 buildup in the mask when I breathe in and breathe out. It eventually dissipates because your mask is porous, you stupid piece of shit.
And it's not even like that. No, a couple of different nurses have actually shown, like, they have the little meter thing and stick it in there, and it's like, it's negligible. It's nothing that anybody would even notice unless you have some kind of if you legitimately have some kind of serious breathing issue where like the mask does cause something, then fair enough.
Stay the fuck home, because if you catch COVID, you're gonna die, you stupid fuck.
Now in the states though, there's people are sharing these fucking, like, you can print out this card. And it's this stupid thing that says like this, you're violating blah 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 blah, and I'm exempt blah blah blah, and it's like all these different.
It's a fake company too.
It's still fucked up, the stuff happening down the States, man.
Okay, I'm going to interject for a quick moment.
Go ahead, sorry.
Paul is waiting on us. Paul was saying, hoping to get the house completed by the end of August. I noticed he's doing some renos. Then the home brewing will begin. Only brewing barrel-aged Imperial Dark Mild English Barley Stout hybrids.
There we go.
All right.
It seems like there's some contradictions in that, but I love it.
Imperial mild. That's what you want, maybe.
It's an Imperial mild. It sounds complex, but we're gonna make it work. And then he was saying the guys have to wear their gear for almost 12 hours in 90-degree humid temperature in here. People bitching about occasionally wearing them is stupid.
Yep.
Because they're in an air-conditioned place where they have to wear it anyways.
No, those people need to be punched in the face until they stop breathing for other reasons.
I love all
again,
these
like
videos.
today when I was on shift today, like in that kitchen with the mask off, it was fucking horrible.
Redbeard, you look like a fucking rapist with that mask on.
Yeah, I know. It's scary.
My mom made that, man. Come on, it's cool. But,
your mom made you look like a rapist. I don't know what to put. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
It's not your mom's craftsmanship. It's your mom's genetics that make you look that way.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Anyway, it's super comfy though. But yeah, like when it's hot and like you're breathing and it comes kind of back up this way a little bit and stuff. Yeah. And I was just dying. And it was like that when we first got to the job, there was a bunch of people in the kitchen finishing up and stuff. So like, no one to mask. And as soon as like they were all gone, it was like, drink water. Yeah.
Like, you know what? I don't wear a mask at work because very few people do. I wear a mask if I go show. It's a bylaw now in Toronto. And our condo building has basically said it's not a bylaw, but they say, can you please wear a mask in the hallways and elevators? We'd appreciate it. So I do that. I don't mind doing that. I honestly don't get the big fucking deal. Now, granted, Redbeard, you work a lot. Like, I imagine if you're working in a hot environment for a while, it becomes a bit of a pain. But, like, you're fucking putting it on for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, even a half hour when you're in an air-conditioned store. Like I said, you know, if I was somehow in charge of this world, I would have you, if you complained about that, it wouldn't even be like a second chance type thing. It would be the second you complain, you'd be taken out and beaten to death. That would just be the simple truth to it. Because none of these people deserve to be alive.
No, you're right, because they don't care about other people. Like, again, it's been proven, like, the mask isn't for your protection. It's for everybody else's protection, because like you don't know if you have it. You could be basic, like the whole thing Chris shared a while ago about like there's no asymptomatic cases. the WHO has different like levels. There's like truly asymptomatic, and then there's like you think you don't have any symptoms, but you're actually like kind of not feeling. You're feeling a little not great, like a little bit. There's a little bit of a symptom there, and that's like where most of the cases there haven't been a lot of truly asymptomatic transmission, but people that think they're fine that aren't fine, they have passed it on, and that's the whole thing. Like put a mask on, and it's been proven that like cough, sneeze, whatever, it's not going to transmit nearly as effectively as if without a mask. It's just a super simple concept that people it infringes on my freedoms and God.
I would not be muzzled like a dog.
So there's this video that came out from Mississauga today, which is actually right around the corner from Greg's house, which means that he's guilty. He's guilty by association.
Well, it's actually my parents' house. Yeah.
Okay, and it was funny because it was not funny. It's terrible. But it was this white guy in this Asian market. It's like TNT.
Oh, Greg with Asians,
right? And this guy's wife is Asian, or his wife or his girlfriend is Asian. Who knows what? Like, she could be Chinese. And he was just going off on it. And it was like the coronavirus is the communist virus. You're all communism. You're all communists. You brought this here, and he's like yelling at the employees, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like,
well, a lot of people too are like coming up and like saying all this, like the government's trying to condition us for like facial recognition. It's like, you know what? If you want to avoid facial recognition, you want to know one of the best ways to do that? One of the best possible ways you can do that? Wear a mask. It's like again, like I like you know, you said I look like a rapist, so fuck you guys. But like I put that on, I put some sunglasses on. I thought it looked pretty cool. I like it. I like the look.
You look like a really cool rapist.
You like the look of a rapist?
One of those cool rapists. Like a rock star.
It actually is really weird when people come into my store and not when they have the mask on, but also when they have like big glasses on, because it's just like you don't see their face.
No, you can't even tell. Yeah,
and it's just like I don't know. I don't know if I should really help you because you may be like bombing my building. Like I don't know. You look like the Unabomber. You know.
Want to see the best thing ever? My mom made me 2 of these masks. This is my second one. The other one's like in the work van. I went to grab this one the other day, and I guess Gandalf popped up on my table and thought the elastic was food.
Oh, fuck!
Like it actually, it comes right. I just actually now noticed it comes right out, so I just need to get a new piece of elastic. But aside from that,
I guess there you go. Just need a new elastic.
You know, once this whole COVID thing's over with, you can use that as like a fucking taint sweat holder. Yeah. Like you use the elastics, you can connect one of them to like your balls and dick, so it's like stays in place, and then you just put it in the underwear.
And you say you can use your mask as a banana hammock after the COVID thing's over?
Not a banana hammock, more like a taint.
Actually, if I got something like to just like people have been using I'll use a paper clip and like you put it around so it's not on your ears. So if I use that and I got a paper clip and just kind of stretch it all the way around, and that could be like just a very, very minimalist thing I could wear. Hey, yeah.
I guess get to the beach, see what happens. Other than you burning in the sun, you know, see what happens.
I burst into
just
flame.
wear it on the subway in the because
it's supposed to be like a 35 for like the next 4 days here. It's insane.
Be so gross.
Fuck.
Actually, I'm off tomorrow and Friday, so I'm probably not going to leave my house.
Yeah, Lee, you would not make it in Ontario right now.
I made my own.
No.
My work.
It's pretty fucking hot.
Like my mask?
My air conditioning is on all the time.
Going back to Paul here just for a quick second. People bitching about occasionally wearing them as stupid. He said rapey mom mask. If I was in charge, overpopulation and hunger would be solved very quickly. And not going to ask about his methods. And I get allergy attacks when I renovate. And oh my God, chronic sneezing in a mask is quite a thing. Yeah, I know. I've had a few big sneezes in the mask, and it is a fucking mess.
Fucking mess. Well, you have the excuse. You can occasionally just pull it out and jack off on a lady and be like, "Sorry, that's where the food went."
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Sure, Greg.
Listen, do the math. It checks out.
Yeah,
Sneezing in
sure,
the back.
Greg.
I'm not saying being rude and do it on her face or anything. Just on her foot.
Yeah.
You get
Just put your
Yeah,
shirt over your
anybody
nose.
else?
a warp.
I just noticed Craig's gone. What did Craig?
Hey, well, he's probably smart.
Probably smart went to bed.
Yeah.
I think his internet was also really
Yeah,
shit.
some
Kind
potato
of
in
fucky.
Yeah, he tried to speak, but no go.
It's weird because like I've been in like the Rampant Lion guy James there and a couple other
Yeah, he was
guys.
trying to talk. People
In
kept
chat-
talking over him.
Well, it's, again, like his internet, like it cuts in and out, and he can't even. Like so I said, like, he's trying to say something, and he tried to say something, and I could barely even understand what he was saying. But he's
So
like,
he's
I've been in
same-
chat with other people from over there, and they're looking like us, like all this nice and crisp and fucking smooth, and Craig is just like I don't know, his internet or his connection or his what computer he's using or something is just
Probably just the internet service.
I don't know.
Maybe Great Britain sank into the ocean.
Maybe it did. Glub, glub.
It's like funny, like when Chad, the albino rhino there, like I suggested to him a few times to maybe get a better webcam for doing these things. He did. I don't give a shit. And then when we finally got Streamyard,
He
and
doesn't
one of the
care.
first
He
time,
just
one of the first time we were trying it, he random was at a bus stop or something and joined from his phone, and it was like the most like high def video image of him I'd like ever seen in my life, and I was like blown away that it was even. I'm like, why have you been using your shitty webcam the whole time when this is not? I was like, yeah.
Use Android
Yeah.
thing. Fucking.
If you
program.
buy a dedicated webcam or you use the one on your phone, chances are the video quality is pretty good, but you use the shitty one on your laptop, and in order for it to go through the hinge on the door of the laptop, it's gotta have a small fucking cable, so the image quality is always shit on those fucking laptop lid ones.
I've never seen. I think that there probably are some that have like phone or tablet
Oh,
quality
probably
cameras
there
these
are
days,
probably some good
but
ones out there, but most of
so
them are
many- like,
shit.
Even mine, like I've got a pretty decent laptop, and the webcam is just a fucking piece of shit on it. It's garbage.
I
The
tested
new ones
one
are
of my.
awesome. MSI
yeah.
laptops.
Yeah, I believe like these days,
Hmm.
just the amazing quality that you can get out of a tiny camera on a phone.
I
they
went
should
with
be able
it.
to add that
My,
into
my new
laptop pretty easily.
my new laptop's an Asus Tough. The webcam's still shit on it. Probably should have went for an MSI, but there's no place around here that sells one.
Every single time you talk about it's like my laptop is like as if we're all gonna be like, yeah, Asus tough, good job, Nick. Just say it's just my
Well,
laptop.
it's like down one notch down from the Asus Strix or the ROG.
Oh, the Asus Strix. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I get it, man.
Exactly.
Fuck.
It's still-
I don't even
it's
know
still
why'd you even buy it. Like,
Why'd
what the fuck?
I buy it? I need a new laptop.
God damn it, man! You fucked up.
Fucking 9 months old.
Fuck
Toss that
your
shit
shit
in
up.
garbage.
Asus Strix
Nine
are nothing, dude.
Actually, can your laptop be upgraded, Nick? Because I'm surprised you haven't been fucking doing that lately.
Oh yeah, I upgraded the RAM already in it. It's got 32 gigs in it now.
Gonna have 64?
You know what? I'm not sure. I think so.
Oh, better look into that.
That's about all you can upgrade on the laptop, though.
Depends on the laptop.
It
Hard
has
drive usually as well.
yeah.
SSD.
You can put it. You can put a. It's got an M.2 SSD, and you can upgrade the SSD on it, and you can also. It also has a bay for a traditional like 2.5 inch hard drive. So I put a 2 terabyte hard drive in it too, as well as the. Anyway, yes, the hard drive space has been upgraded.
Fantastic.
Bye.
Just plug in the
It's a reasonable
SAS
laptop.
external fucking 32 to 64 terabyte.
We got one of those like I
What?
don't even know how they exactly work, but you get this external video card housing fucking things that like
They go either
somehow-
through. I think USB 3 can do it, but mostly it's Thunderbolt. That you get like an enclosure that houses
Okay,
your
yeah.
GPU. You put a nice high-end GPU in it, and then you connect it through a Thunderbolt connection because that way it's got a fast enough connection to connect to the rest of the computer. Usually it's
And I think it
MacBooks that do
uses,
that.
I think it uses like 2 USB 3 ports or something crazy like that.
yeah, it makes sense because The USB
Can you
3
mine for
and
Bitcoin?
C, like those are like
Yeah. Mine for Bitcoin.
USB-C is the best thing that has happened in a long time. I love USB-C so much. It's like you never have to worry. It's like the only thing that I was ever jealous of Apple for, like that stupid proprietary connector they've had forever. It was just like up or down, doesn't matter. And it's like fucking USB people get on this shit. It's
it's that.
why
Who did we just lose?
and now we finally just round. Yeah, Radar didn't say anything in a long time. Actually, come to think of it, he just kind of.
He's probably masturbating with a library
He
book.
probably was.
Or he got chicken fingers.
You get the $8 chicken fingers.
You rented out some biology textbook or something from like years ago.
Jeez, National Geographics from magazines from the
There you go.
library.
Well, I imagine he's probably writing the Beernomicron, but he keeps getting cum on it, so he has to scratch the whole thing and rewrite it.
Yeah.
Beernomicon. Come.
Paul said Craig fell asleep in a room with me, so he is not smart.
No.
He says, laptops have a 6-month shelf life. Then you need to drain pour them. There you go.
Honestly, that depends on what you're doing with the laptop and what you need it to do and stuff. Like I've had mine for a couple of years now at least, and it still works just fine. Does what I
10
need
years
to.
going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Lee's just kind of got like a bit of a new lease on life as well. Did you actually?
I knew Lee
you don't
on
smoke
life.
or anything
Lease
in
on
there,
life.
but have you ever like cleaned out the fan and stuff in your laptop, Lee?
Am I gonna have this conversation like 5 times with you, Redbeard? I've already told you this. I fucking blow the goddamn thing out every week.
No, but I mean like to actually like take it apart and like
I actually take like the case off the fucking thing
Okay.
and fucking blow into it. Like
Okay.
every fucking little hole I can blow fucking compressed air I do.
Well, next
There
time
you
you have
go.
to make a video.
I
and
apologize
he's
for being
gonna
repetitive
jack off
with my
that
question.
shit. He's gonna love it.
You should be a little bit more considerate.
I'm just looking out for you, man. I want to make sure you're all good over there.
I don't know if you are. I feel like you're.
You're
PC
hard.
shaming
You're like
again.
PC shaming him. Hardware shaming.
Not at all.
No, it's a fan cleaning fetish.
Oh,
That's a whole
Ted, we got a
different
Teku Murray Wednesday. Wayne Dango. Is he gonna maybe pop into here then?
We should red.
I don't think Uric gives a fuck. Besides, I'm gonna go to bed here soon. He can't join unless I approve him.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Nick's
so-
tired.
Well, yeah, it's
Well,
like
you're to just piss off.
Nick has to have 14 hours of sleep to fully function out of his bedroom.
Would we still have too many people for a stream fart?
What?
We got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. So if Nick leaves, that'd be 5, and if you want to come in, that'd be 6. So we could potentially kill this and go Streamyard style.
I see how it is.
I would say
So once you're gone, once you go to bed, once you're done, unless he wants to join now. Oh, he said going to bed. Whatever.
Nick,
Once-
Nick,
once,
Nick's trying to be tough. Puss.
You're trying to pick at the bones of the. Ooh, she's cute. One thing
Once
about
Captain Bringdown and the Buzzkillers leave, we can start the real stream.
Yeah, golf.
Gorf.
Ashley, you're gonna be around for a while tonight.
Yeah.
Game fun.
Yeah,
Greg,
I have
if you want to
I have
maybe
walk
throw
out to
down
this.
like $10 and finally hop in with us and join.
No,
and-
sorry, I don't have that kind of money. Please don't offer to shave me red beard. I can't afford it.
Yeah, I know. That's just a completely invalid excuse because I
Is
know
that
you can't.
thunder?
I think that's like
All right,
I was like suggesting you buy a
Yeah.
$200,000 car or something. Again, I don't even know. Maybe you could afford it because you're good with your money and shit. And I'm sure you have stuff saved up. But
Yeah,
that would be a ridiculous thing for me to be saying.
I'm gonna end the mystery for you right now. I could not afford a $200,000 car. So there you go, mystery solved.
I was just saying, regardless of that, I'm saying like I know for a fact you could afford to throw down like $20 for a fucking video. I know you could.
If I throw down $20, my kids won't be able to eat.
You don't have any kids.
The only kids you have are your animals, and I'm pretty sure they've got a supply of food on hand right now. They'll be fine.
The only kids he has is all the ones that have been flushed down the toilet every time he has a fat.
Jesus, Nick, come on, that's so crass.
Or I suppose all the ones that throws in the garbage can after using a condom is just.
Or the ones like,
go home.
Does Agnes have? Is she? I don't want to say. Is she fixed? That sounds horrible.
What?
Wow.
So much easier to fix the guy than it is the girl.
I don't even know what it's a vasectomy for a guy.
You could have just asked her if
it's a vag sectomy.
I know you guys don't want to have kids at all.
Vag
You're like completely
sextomy.
against it.
You didn't have to ask if she was an animal or not. Like,
I know it sounded wrong, but it's.
Well, I think the proper question wouldn't be to ask if Agnes is fixed, be asked if Greg is fixed, which would be a good thing in my act.
Unlike Ashley Sexton, my sperm do not have to jump through sharks. They are good to go. In fact, I'm hoping the next 2 Sexton kids are going to be mine.
You're
I was just going down the whole rabbit hole with like where Greg's sperm go to die. And I was thinking maybe some of them go into his wife's gut.
Goes his wife's mouth or the condom or the toilet. Or the sex club. Or wiped up in a Kleenex.
In the world right now.
Wiped up on a Kleenex.
He's gonna turn around and be sick in a second.
Off your wife's titties or accidentally on Arnold or whatever.
I will tell you guys.
Accidentally on Arnold. That was good.
I will tell you guys one very important thing. When it comes to a lady finishing you off, don't give her control of the direction because you may end up biting off more than you can chew.
What?
Isn't she the one using her mouth and potentially biting things and chewing things?
Sorry, I overemphasize the biting. I'm just saying, careful where she squirts it because she may squirt it right back at you.
Get in your own eye.
Oh, that's a pretty funny mental image. I'll give you that.
Gross.
Greg.
On that note, I think it's the perfect time.
All these years you told me it stung. You actually were serious.
The last comment from Paul says Nick is going into the beyond. Yeah, well, I think Greg's gone even further. I think it's the perfect time to take off for the night.
Well, Chris Peters killed those women.
Yeah.
Also, penis.
Tecker Murray says Greg has just admitted to